On my honour, I promise to do my best to be true to my spiritual beliefs, to contribute to my community and our world, to help other people and to live by the Scout law.
Hi Cubs, Frau here. Today we're doing something for a very special day. I wonder what that could be. And you are going to cook this. I can't wait for this. See you in a minute. Frau here again. This week is a very, very special week because guess what? It's Mother's Day. And doubly special this week, we've brought a guest along. We've got one of our scouts from Scouts Victoria, Ella. Welcome, Ella.
Hi.
Today Ella's going to help me cook some pancakes. And we're going to show you how easy it can be so you can cook some pancakes on Mother's Day. So let's get started.
You will need 1.5 cups of plain flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 cups of milk, 1 large egg, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Okay, Ella, so here we are. What's first?
So first we wash our hands, and then we're going to start off with all the dry ingredients, such as sugar.
So we're just adding them all together, are we?
Salt.
Yep.
And then our baking powder.
Alright. Awesome. And then what?
Now we're going to get our mixer, and we're just going to stir them all around, mix them in.
So we're just mixing it together to make sure it all combines?
Yeah.
So that's a really important step here. So what Ella's doing is she's mixing all the ingredients, so when we bake it together, it's got a little bit of everything in every pancake, rather than just having, like, say, sugar in all one pancake. Good tip. Okay, what's next?
Next we're going to add some butter.
Yep. So, what do we... That's melted, is it?
Yeah.
So butter can get quite hot when it's melted, so that might be a bit where one of your older siblings or maybe mum or dad can come and melt it in the microwave. There's not much butter, so maybe 20 seconds in the microwave is enough. Don't do it so it's bubbling, because butter can get really, really hot because it's fat.
Next we're going to add our milk.
Do we have, milk, and do we have to put vanilla essence in?
Yes, we do that next.
Do you want me to measure this out for you? How much would you like me to put in, Ol?
About a teaspoon.
About a teaspoon, no problems. So just get your spoons. About a teaspoon's good. Don't add too much vanilla, otherwise it's a little bit... Okay, what next?
Then we're going to add our 1 egg. We're going to get our mixer. I'm just going to mix all of them together again.
So if mum and dad don't have a whisk, because we're using a whisk here, if they don't have a whisk you can use a fork. A fork does just as good a job, just might take a little bit longer to combine. So are we aiming to get the lumps out, or?
Yes, we've got to make sure that when we're stirring it, have no lumps in the mixture. Otherwise it means it's not properly stirred.
And of course, if you have lumps, you can't go very fast because you'd have speed lumps.
That was sad. We'll jump in first.
Oh, sure.
It's got something to go.
So what sort of consistency are we looking for, Ella? So here, I'll just show you the consistency we've got here at the moment. So here you can see the consistency. What consistency are we looking for?
We're looking for a kind of smooth, runny consistency.
Yeah, but not too runny, eh? We don't want it sort of like milk, we want it like honey.
Yeah, not like milk and not like...
Not like toffee.
Let's try to figure something out.
Okay. So if it's a little bit too stiff, so if you're doing it into like a dough rather than a runny mixture, all you can do is you can add a little bit more water or a little bit more milk. So just be careful though adding it. Add it maybe in tablespoons. So just get your dessert spoon to eat your dessert off. Put about a dessert spoon in at a time and mix it and see. You don't want it runny. If it gets runny, it doesn't cook very well. So some of you cubs might have been on a camp recently with us, and we would have cooked pancakes on the stove with a shaker. So we had it in a bowl and we shook it up and then we tipped it out of the bottles. Well, this is very much, cooking it is very much the same as when we do it on camp. The only real difference is we're making our pancake mixture instead of tipping it out of a bottle. We've actually made it, and it's slightly different because the pancake mixture is slightly different than when we make it at home, as you'll see when we cook. Alright.
Looking good.
Okay, nearly there, are we? What do you think, Ella?
That looks really good. So, maybe a tiny bit of air bubbles.
Okay, so we've just finished mixing our mixture. You can see it's thick but not runny, and we've got all the bubbles mostly out of it. So while Ella's turning on the stove here with the gas, it's pretty important that we remember that when we're dealing with either a gas stove, in this case it's gas, or an electric stove if you have one of those at home, it's really important that we keep our hands away from the heat because it can burn, especially gas. Okay, so when we're cooking, I want you to go and get mum or dad or your grandparents or your older siblings who are experienced with using a stove to make sure we don't burn ourselves, because it's super important, okay? And remember, just in the odd chance we do accidentally touch our hand on the flames, what do? Okay, for those of you that are shouting at the camera and said stick it under cold water under the tap, you're right. Stick it straight under cold water straight away, and that way it lessens the burn. Okay, so let's get cracking here. Ella, what are we doing?
So we're going to just grab our ladle and
grab that out of the back of the car, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, beautiful.
about a spoonful. We're just gonna,
How hot did we get the fry pan? Over medium heat, roughly?
yeah, small, medium heat. Just gonna put it right in the middle. Make it perfect. So,
A perfect circle. Nice. Geez, that's the tiniest pancake ever.
oh, I'll just make it bigger then. It's a good pancake.
So so we've got our spatula here. You'll need a spatula, and you'll need your whisk, of course, as we've already said. So metal spatula for cast iron or stainless steel, and if it's Teflon coated, you'll need a plastic one. Don't ever use a metal on Teflon, or mum or dad might get very angry. Alright.
We're just gonna wait until the pancake has developed some little bubbles on top, and then we'll flip it.
Sure.
So as you can see, it's getting some bubbles.
Which means...
Which means it's nearly ready to flip. So I'll see.
Excellent. So we just lift the corner up, do we, just to see?
Yeah, and if it's kind of orangey on the bottom,
Probably.
probably ready to flip maybe.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. It's probably ready to flip.
So we're just gonna...
Gee, that looks great.
Thank you. So now we'll just wait a little bit longer until it's ready.
So doesn't that look delicious? So we've got our first pancake. Remember, we want it kind of like that colour. So not burnt, but just slightly browned on the outside, and that way it's cooked all the way through. And what we want to do is we don't just want to give Mum one, maybe stack 2 or 3 on top of each other, and then we're going to show you how to garnish. And remember, when we're cooking the pancakes, between each pancake, grease the pan. So we're using spray canola, but you can just as easily use normal canola. And remember, if you're putting it on, don't put it on with your hands with a like a paper towel or something. Just pour a little bit on and move it around with a spatula. Be very careful if you're using real oil, because oil can splash, and again, oil gets hot. Okay, I can't emphasise enough about being really safe in the kitchen. So while Ella's continuing to cook here, we want to make that look really nice and taste good for Mum, don't we? So there's some ideas that I can give you that I've done for my mum. So you can maybe put some golden syrup on, like I've got here, which is in a squirty bottle. You can squirt some golden syrup on. Or if you wanted to do my favourite as a kid, with some lemon. So just cut a lemon, squeeze some lemon on, and sprinkle sugar on. That's always pretty yummy. But today we're going to do something really special for Mum. So you might have some frozen berries, or you might actually have some real berries in the fridge that you bought at the shops. So what we want to do today, again, I'll wash my hands. Need you to wash your hands all the time. No licking between food. No. Alright, so we're going to put some berries on. So today I've just got some blueberries, and I've got some cherries. So we're going to put some blueberries and cherries on today. Alright. And that way Mum gets something really, really special. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of the juice on. Make it look good. Mum. Alright. And I also have some chocolate buttons. Remember that Mum wouldn't want you to eat any of those, would she? Oops. Alright. So I'm going to put some chocolate buttons on those. And that way, Mum gets a bit of sweet and a bit of fruit. All good. Alright. Now to remember, it is Mother's Day, so remember, something special for Mum. She gets all the chocolate. Or not. Good. Alright. So once you've done that, just to finish it off, I'm going to put a tiny bit of golden syrup on, just to give it a bit of flavour. So just squirt a little bit on. Alright. That'll give it a nice bit of sweetness. Good. Alright. And then, now with my spoon here, just got my teaspoon again, same one you used earlier, and just tap the teaspoon, sprinkle some, this is just icing sugar, that's all it is, tiny bit of icing sugar, and you are done. Can't wait to taste it. How you going, Ella?
Good.
Okay. So here we are again, and our billy is almost boiled. As you can see, we've got the water on the stove. Now, we're in a bush camping environment here. That's why I'm using a billy rather than a jug. But you, if you're at home, you can use a jug or a saucepan if that's the way you boil water. Again, make sure Mum and Dad are there to help you make sure you don't get burnt. And remember, safety first. That's why I've got the mitt on, to make sure I don't get burnt. So what are we going to do here, Ella?
I was wondering if you could please fill up 1 cup full of hot water.
Sure.
And 1 cup half.
Okay, let's get that cracking. So I'll be taking my lid off with my mitt and turning off my gas, because as I said before, we're using gas today. So here we are, just the boiling water. Careful, maybe Mum or Dad might have to do this for you rather than you pouring boiling water. because boiling water can burn you really badly, okay? So maybe Mum or Dad can do this for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, one of them is going to be for tea, one is for hot chocolate.
Which one is which?
This one is tea, full cup,
Full cup, yep.
half cup chocolate. Just going to grab our tea bag and place it in.
Right.
And then just...
Now
that's it.
we've got to remember, Mum probably maybe wants some milk or sugar in it, so you have to ask Mum what she has, or if you know whether Mum likes milk or sugar. That way you can put some milk or sugar in it for Mum when you deliver it to her bed. Cool.
Okay. Next, we're going to add the Milo in the hot water. 2 spoonfuls to make it molten chocolate.
Remember, 2 teaspoons, not 2 tablespoons, because that could be super sweet. Okay, we've got it in there. So we're going to, do you want me to stir that for you?
Oh, yes, please.
Sure. Jeez, that's looking good.
So, mix it in until it's all dissolved. Whoop. Now we're just going to fill the milk up to the top.
Alright, that gives us a lukewarm Milo. Stir that around for you? Alright, can I give it a go?
Sure.
Let's give it a go. Bottoms up. Ooh, that is good. I don't actually need sugar because I don't have sugar in my drinks, but if Mum wants some sugar, you can whack some sugar in your Milo too. It's all good. Just a little more. So today we've learned how to cook something or a drink for that special day that is Mother's Day. I want to wish all the mums out there a happy Mother's Day and hope you have a great day. And remember, if you've got a mum or a significant other that you want to celebrate, you could actually do this for them so they feel like they're the special ones on their day. And if you've got the opportunity, take a photo of you and Mum, or maybe you cooking, and post it up to Cub TV so we can see what you've cooked and how good yours looks. Remember, we could add berries or golden syrup or lime and sugar. In fact, you could just about do anything because pancakes are pretty sort of generic in relation to what you can add on them. You can even add bacon and eggs if you wanted to. So post your pictures and let us have a look what you've done. I'll see you in the next video.
Waiting the flap and jack and hooking. And still going this word about the hooking. This word the word.
And don't we do the chocolate first?
Either way.
So part of breakfast.
Wash your hands, by the way. Use a dirty sock to wipe your table.
Yeah.
This has been recorded by the Eltham North Cub Group for Scouts, Victoria.